Welcome to Content Breaker, featuring Static Dreads, Kaiju Kelz, Strangely Entertaining, and Zogbert. Today's episode is Invincible Part 2. Invincible Part 2.
Hello, fancy people. Welcome to another episode of Content Breaker. This episode, we are doing a part 2 of Invincible. If you have not listened to it, go back, listen to our first part of Invincible, and then come back here. And we're going to talk about the whole series. Spoilers ahead, gentlemen. Thank you for joining here today. How are y'all? Hopefully not getting punched into the side of a mountain, you know?
Or, used to stop. You've been used to cut us a
subway
train in half?
No.
Yeah. You ever
Me
call
neither,
the love
but-
of your life a pet?
I've never done that.
You ever know somebody was a superhero, but you didn't tell them?
You ever had a responsibility? It's Invincible.
It took
the
a simple
roundup. Now that we're done with this show, the season's over. We have had plenty of time to deal with this season 2, and I think have season 3 been confirmed?
Yeah,
Yes,
2
2
and
and
3.
Yeah, season 2 and 3 were confirmed. They went all out.
Yeah, just do that, and we get to deal with what we watched on the second half, and as a whole of Invincible. Holy fuck!
It was an incredible ride. And last time where we finished up the podcast, literally our boy Mark got smushed by a mace.
He did a smush.
He did. And I'm like, I
Man,
thought this man was invincible, but his organs are spilling out.
He came back. He lived
True, he
through
lived
that.
through it, you know.
Fucking Mark cannot catch a break though.
He really
it's
can't.
it's either girl trouble or literal supervillains like maiming him
Or family
multiple
troubles.
times.
Like family troubles, friend troubles, like it's rough out here in these streets. Like, these comic book Invincible streets. It's rough.
And like, if I think back to it, like this is a great example of the perils of Spider-Man, but like more ultra violent.
I say I don't 100%
Just
know if
take all
Spider-Man
of
never had a whole
Spider-Man's
building dropped
problem
on
and
top
multiple.
of him.
Just take all of Spider-Man's problems and multiply them by Superman.
Yeah. Because we get the same kind of dichotomy between being a superhero and like living a regular ass life and how those conflict. But yeah, like he never had a fucking building dropped on him, but he has had some crazy stuff happen.
Oh no, he's had
Yeah.
a couple buildings dropped on him.
There you go.
But he usually has to do the whole lift heavy things trope instead of just clear the rubble off of him. Oh, okay, cool. Hey, miss. Oh, fuck, you're just an arm now.
That was I saw it
Man.
coming, but like I was like, oh my god.
Yeah. Those last few episodes get fucking gnarly.
Yeah,
It
I
was-
mean, that's what I feel like makes Invincible the series that it is. It has that edge. It had to come with something that you just don't see. Like, yeah, we have adult slated like cartoons, like Young Justice on HBO Max, and all
the one
DC
where, the one where Joker says "fuck."
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got like all this stuff going on, but like what really set Invincible apart was that it kept that like humanistic, like friendly neighborhood Spider-Man vibe while incorporating that dark death. Like people are gonna die, intros are gonna be slung, like you won't be able to save it, and you have to go against your own like family and values. Like it was that next level type of everything that made Invincible. Like holy crap. And it came out of nowhere. You expect that when you see that DC, that Marvel, you're like, okay, we know. But like Invincible wasn't known. Like a very few people, I feel like, had saw or glanced it. I know a lot of people who are super comic heads who's like, yeah, I never read or saw anything with Invincible because, you know, I mean, it's Image, I believe.
Image Comics.
Yep.
Yeah, so like besides like Spawn, what do you really know of Image? So
Saga, Wayward, mostly indie stuff.
Unless you got your pulse on the indie vibe for comics, you're not gonna know.
Yeah.
Like, and unless it's something like Static Shock, where the big guy picks up one of the side characters from an indie genre to make a show about and put them on the mainstream, you're not going to know about it still.
No, 100%. 100%. But in the last episodes of Invincible, we saw like so much happen. We saw the world find out what Omni-Man did to Guardians of the Globe. We saw Robot just decide to just grow a human and become
that was a crazy episode. It's like what is Robot trying to do?
We saw basically Abraham Lincoln come back to life.
Yeah,
right.
No,
that was also a funny twist. I was like, oh, the immortal, what?
Yeah, the immortal being Abraham Lincoln was definitely the highlight of the whole series for me.
I was like, but wait, didn't he get assassinated? How that happened?
He's immortal, man. Why do you think he got the name?
Yeah, we saw Adam Eve just go out here and be like, I'm going to save the world and be my own woman. And then realize, crap, you know, well, I'm doing this. It feels good, but I can't do shiznit. Like, in terms of stopping anybody, like, you know, like
when two titans clash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. She probably could. Honestly, like, I was quite surprised. Like, they kind of, at the beginning, they kind of slept on Adam Eve's, like, power level and, like, what she can actually do.
Still sleeping on her power level.
Yeah, and no, but then, like, she starts doing, like, I'm like, oh, wait. She actually controls atoms. Wait a minute.
She's a living philosopher's stone.
Yeah, she could, like, make money out of, like, air. I'm just like, oh, like, you know, make doors and everything. Oh, okay, wait a minute. She could probably take on a Viltrumite.
I came to this realization, like right after I finished Invincible. I think it was like a week or two, maybe even more, maybe a month. But I was like, holy crap. Gwen Tennyson, Alien Force, and Adam Eve are the same person. Like, they both have the like, living energy power, can basically rearrange anything. Like, it's wild. So I feel like we're gonna get an Adam Eve form where it's like she's just pure energy, like pure atoms. And I feel like that's gonna slap the Viltrumites. Because how do you hit that? Like, granted, when we saw Omni-Man smack the Guardians of the Globe, like, there were some of those, like, in that instant, I was like, okay, somebody gonna give him some work. Because we got girl who can turn intangible. I thought she was gonna reach in there and like grab his heart or something. But
yeah,
that obviously didn't work.
End up happening. Like, I don't know.
I knew Discount Batman wasn't going to do nothing. Like,
tragically,
I knew dollar value Aquaman. He was just excited to die. He was like, it's something. So, shoot, like, Martian wasn't going to do nothing. Like I was, yeah. So if that is any indication, because I believe Nolan, aka Omni-Man, is on the weaker side of a Viltrumite. I believe. I don't know if he's weaker, but he's definitely like not the strongest.
No, if I haven't gone too much into the comics yet, but since the end of the show, I have been looking into some of the comic stuff. From what I understand, they actually nerfed Nolan in the show. He's actually weaker in the show than he's been portrayed in the comics. But he is still like the upper level kind of the Viltrumites.
Okay.
Could be wrong. Like I said, haven't gone too deep into it yet, but
yeah,
that's my understanding.
I know there's one scene that I'm hyped for, which I don't know when we're gonna get to it, but let's just say like
Let's just say if you weren't traumatized by the beginning of Invincible, you're traumatized by the end.
Yeah, let's just say it doesn't always take two to make a child.
God fucking damn it, Standard.
Wait a minute. What did I miss?
I don't know.
It's
what I
not
missed
in the
either.
show yet. It's a comic thing. I don't even know if they're gonna do it the same. But
Viltrumite sperm? Sorry, I've seen that panel one time.
Yeah, you know. So
I'm still in the dark over here. I want to stay in the dark. I want to see it. I want to see it for myself. Don't even.
just don't worry about it.
Don't at me.
I'm gonna at you. Oh, I'm gonna
Don't
at
at
you.
me.
I'm gonna at your ass.
No.
What?
What?
Anyway, what? I'm sorry.
Proceeding.
I've been in the other chat too long. That's what that is.
Let me look at this
What the
rundown one
fuck?
time. Find the thing to come back to. Other than that,
Yeah. So
character growth. They grow.
Do they though?
Because they get beat the fuck up. Specifically
Amber.
with Mark.
Mark
has
gets
to grow.
pounded into the side of a mountain. Buildings
Mark
dropped on him.
basically goes from, naive superhero dreams to, holy fuck, this shit is crushing. Am I even cut out for this?
Literally crushing.
I mean, I will say Mark's character growth does feel organic. What bothers me is like I feel like that it didn't give Mark a winnable outcome.
Mark
Like,
just started, so there's no time for him to actually change yet into
I
what
think
he
he maybe
actually
won
thought
like
superheroes were yet.
I think maybe he won like 2 whole fights the first season, which I'm not mad at. Like I know he's
No, it's
grown,
not.
he's there. But like I don't know. I'm like he got beat up by a robot. I'm like you should have been able to punch the dude's face.
One of the biggest hang-ups I would say is partly we have very little time to spend other than Mark getting the shit beat out of him.
Yeah.
We don't get to spend time with him, I don't know, not getting the shit beat out of him. So there's very little time for character development outside of suddenly you're stronger, but you're not strong enough because here comes someone who's just better than you. Like your own fucking dad.
Or like a cat from
Or
a
just
different galaxy.
random ass
A lion.
just a random ass cyborg that someone made in the sewers.
Which I'm kind of cool with this random ass cyborg being stronger than him. But every episode, Mark is not the fucking, he can't mount an offense. Come on.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure we'll get a payoff eventually. But yeah, no, I think that was the biggest complaint.
Yeah,
Was like, poor Mark just can't catch a break. He can't
It's
win.
the first season. We had 8 episodes. And the point of Mark's whole journey in this one is, reality's crueler than fiction. Okay.
Yeah.
to me,
And
it's
learning what his reality actually is if he wants to be a hero.
Yeah.
to me, it's not so much the physical fights that he's keep losing. For me, it's the emotional. This man can't catch a break. His dad turns out to be the true enemy. He murdered all these people, and he just basically says, "I'll just start over." The things that he said, it was the battle of words for
That
me.
was
He was like, "What's another
Battle,
17
that was
years?
a beatdown.
I'll just start over." Saying your mom's like a pet.
what's another
saying,
16 years to me? You know,
Yeah.
It's
Just saying him what will you have
You're
left?
fighting. You're
iconic-
fighting for their deaths. What are you gonna have in 500 years?
when everyone's
God
dead and
damn.
gone, where will you be? Who will you have? It's like,
Yeah, the iconic, already iconic, just subway
Think, Mark,
scene where you're
think.
taking your head through that. There's just so much, and then not to mention him getting dog walked by Amber and her. Whatever's
Hey,
going
so let's
on.
get into this because you have an opinion.
Yeah,
all right,
fuck
here we go.
Amber.
This is the one
Everybody
part
has an opinion.
we
except
all
you.
have
It's
an
correct.
opinion.
So I'm gonna say it. Amber of the Streets. Last name I don't even care to know.
Literally true facts, though.
So I mean, yes. So she's the whole thing with her is that she's like, Mark, you abandoned your friend and everybody when this was going on, and he's like, yo, I'll show you why I've been abandoning it because I've been saving them. I'm invincible. And then she's like, yeah, I know, I don't care. I'm like, what? Like, you
accused me
him,
of running out when I was the one fighting the guy.
and you knew. Like, if she didn't know, that's one thing. If she was like, oh yeah, I didn't know that, but that doesn't excuse you lying to me. But when she was like, yeah, I knew the whole time, I'm like,
Okay, one, when is the whole time? And two, like, bruh, she's just some girl living her life trying to take care of, like, her small bubble of reality. And this punk hoe turns out to be a fucking superhero with powers beyond comprehension, and he still can't, like, hold true to his word.
true to his word.
I'd smash, but, like, bruh, get your shit together.
Yeah.
Come on.
True to his
Yes,
word.
I do kind of agree with you on that, but at the same time,
Nope. Hell no.
I kind of have. But at the same time, she says she's known for weeks, and literally the episode before, when they were on the college trip, she was screaming in his face that he abandoned them when they needed him. When he just, stepped aside, got suited up because secret identity, can't do this in public, and straight up fought the thing that they were afraid of.
I don't know. The timeline's kind of shaky for me, but like I get the anger with her being like, I understand and fucking still fuck you, but equally like let's talk because
my thing is if it ended with that argument in her bedroom with her saying like, I've known, I'm still upset, fuck this, I would have been fine and just said like, well, it was a bad relationship. You're in high school. You move on. You'll get over it. It'll be okay. That is when I was like, nope. This is all kinds of fucked up.
Yeah,
Why?
I can agree. I was like, y'all aren't mature enough for this. Y'all cut it out.
And like,
find yourself, find out who you are. But they're they're immature teenagers. Like, what are we gonna do? You know what I mean?
Well, imagine if you will, you are 18. You're almost grown.
Mm-hmm.
And fucking Superman murders not only the entire Justice League, but also beats up your ex-boyfriend because you don't have any idea. And you're like, maybe my petty bullshit with him not being on time because he's a fucking superhero with whatever that means is not quite as important as, I don't know, him being okay and saving the fucking world and me, like, I don't know, having a relationship with him. Maybe that's not as important as my petty bullshit was like 4 days before we found out fucking Superman can murder the universe.
I mean,
which is
that's
fair. But the fact that he just
Yeah.
opens the door right after getting home from this shit and she just jumps him and starts kissing him and everything, it kind of comes across like she's being manipulative. And I'm like, no, I don't know what y'all are trying to do with this, but you're either doing the wrong things or we're supposed to hate her.
Yeah,
See,
no,
and
and
the thing
it's
for
totally
me-
kind of fuck. Go ahead.
The thing for me is that that's not what he needed in that moment. And she's so pretentious because it's different than caring. I know it's pretentious because if she actually cared, she would knew he didn't need that. He needed someone to talk to. He needed someone who knew. Like, you just can't go in there and start making out with the man. Like, or maybe you can. Maybe that's your way of communicating. But what he needed was like, I felt like at this moment, he needed friendship more than skinship. Like, he needed to talk
equally they are not grown. Like they don't have this kind of like developed like relationship communication.
Yeah.
And the last point they left off was fuck your shit. You're a bad superhero and a bad boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Go die. And then turn around, opens the door, and we're making out. Like, what the fuck? What kind of signals is that sending? Like, how is that communicating
Talk
the
about a
importance of
mixed
the relationship?
message.
Like,
Yeah.
I totally get it. I totally get it.
And another reason, I'm going to be completely transparent here, and another reason I feel like why Amber pissed me off is because I was on the Adam Eve train. I'm like, I feel like she has shown general care for Mark by putting aside her feelings when she saw what was going on, and even when they were breaking up, she wasn't like, yeah, screw Amber, she's not the one for you. She was like, yo, Mark, I want you to be happy, so I'm going to give you both sides of the story. Like, I felt like Adam Eve was trying to be the mature one and, you know, got hold a little bit, but, you know.
I mean, but equally, she was dealing with her own stuff, trying to be like her own person.
True. And that's why I said, yeah, like, Mark could have been a rebound for.
And that's one of those good, like,
Explode.
angles that the show tries to portray, along with the comic, is like the dynamic of like multiple people going through multiple things at the same time.
Yeah. I was like super hype that, speaking of like hype, like just because I said it, but like the hype moment, one for me was, it wasn't like an action type of hype. I was like super hype when like just, what's his name? Oh, Lord. Seth Rogen's character.
Alan.
Oh, Lord.
Alan the
Eyeball dude,
alien.
yeah.
Alan, yeah. Alan showed up and he just talked to him. I was like,
Well, all I came
I'm
back
here
just
for
like,
this.
that's
Like,
rough.
I'm sorry.
man.
Every time he appeared on screen, I was just like, am I just watching Paul? Which is actually kind of weird because I rewatched that movie recently, and yeah, there's a bunch of Invincible references all through the movie.
I don't know what Paul is.
Oh yeah,
It's a
no, Paul's
Simon Pegg movie where all about sci-fi references and everything. It's super
It's where
funny,
this-
not for
They
kids.
find this alien, or he comes down, or something like that, and they go on a road trip. It's
It's
weird,
a fun
but
ride.
funny.
I recommend it.
Yeah. No, but Alan, Alien, it was good. Good character. I can't wait to see if he comes back in season 2. Because, yeah, he was just a real one. And he's just like,
Oh no, I feel like Alan's gonna be a staple. I mean, he is gonna be a staple. I'm not gonna say I feel like he is. Like, he's Alan. Like, I don't know how long he'll be there, but I definitely feel like you can't introduce that character like that.
and he basically
him
kind
not be a
of
staple.
set us up for like season 2. He's like, yo, Viltrumite's going to come back because they don't give up. But like, I'm surprised he even left in the first place. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
right.
like, it's unheard of for a Viltrumite to not die at the planet they're trying to conquer. So
Oh no, they don't die. They just,
Yeah,
either
they don't
conquer
die,
the
they
planet
just-
or blow it
yep.
up.
mm-hmm.
Viltrumites are basically Saiyans from Dragon Ball Z before, the planet got blown up, and Kryptonians under a yellow sun.
yeah,
They
All the time.
Yeah. If they don't get their way, they're just gonna blow your ass up.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, which I am 100% here for. I have a feeling, like, speaking of Dragon Ball Z references, I have a feeling that Mark, like, this probably isn't going to be accurate, but I have a feeling like since Mark has like the half Viltrumite blood, I'm like, I wonder, is there going to be like some type of thing where he's like Gohan, where he can like tap into his emotions and become stronger? Because I noticed when the angrier Mark got, the stronger he got. And I don't know if that's just like normal adrenaline, or if this like hinting towards that like whole Saiyan thing. And I wouldn't be
maybe-
mad if it was.
I
Like,
say
think that's
maybe
mostly
Viltrumites-
just like how it got portrayed in the show, because the moment he got mad, he really just lashed out and ended up landing a hit. And instead of, actually getting, I don't think it was like him actually getting stronger. It was just him being like, throw all my fucks out the window. I'm going to punch this dude. And because he actually landed a hit full force, it just looked like he was actually stronger.
I was actually gonna like try to come up with some theories, like adrenaline. Like Viltrumites don't have adrenaline, but like humans do. So like if you add adrenaline, I don't know. I was just gonna make up something stupid.
yeah.
But
Nice. Thanks.
I don't know.
Go
So-
team.
Yeah. Did you guys have any like other hype moments besides like my emotional hype moment, I guess?
Well, there's the one scene with a train.
I wouldn't call it hype. I wouldn't call it.
Listen.
It's not the hype train, if that's what you're wanting. It's the exact opposite. It's,
No, the reason I love that scene is in there is because it is the perfect scene to show like, hey, we done fucking around. Shit's gonna get serious. And when Alan comes back and says, hey, that's not like Viltrumites. And if this does happen the way you said it did, they're probably going to come back in full force, which means we're going to have many Viltrumites all doing the same kind of shit.
I just gotta wonder because it seems kind of hopeless. Like I was like, dang, what do you do
Exactly.
against like an army of Viltrumites? Like they don't have a weakness per se. Like
Yeah, exactly. You basically just have to outpower them and try to find a way to kill them, which
it's really hard.
Considering Battle Beast basically splayed Mark's guts out all over the floor, and Mark still healed up and went back to school like 2 weeks later. Yeah, that's gonna be pretty tough. I don't want to fight an army of those guys.
Yeah.
I don't even know how you. I can't even comprehend. Like at least Superman has like a weakness with kryptonite, but
Yeah,
I was like, I don't know if Viltrumite weakness.
Because of all of that, I'm just like, well, I'm hyped for season 2.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely excited for season 2 and wondering how far or where we'll get to in season 2. And I feel like it'll be longer because I feel like this 8 episodes was kind of just sticking the foot in the water, see what they can get. And the reaction for Invincible was insane. Like everybody was talking about it, like everybody. And you know the fact that it got a season 2 and season 3, really like confirmation that it's coming in full force because Amazon's gonna eat up the money. Like the cast is like very star-studded, but also very like talented. Like Seth Rogen, how did I forget Mark's voice actor?
Stephen Yeun,
J.K. Simmons,
Omni-Man's
Stephen
voice
Yeun.
actor.
Yeah, I was about to say you mean the dad or
Yeah, Sandra Oh as well. I believe she plays Adam Eve, I think.
No, Sandra Oh plays the mom.
Oh yeah. Derp. Yeah. I always forget about her. Like, so
Which shout out to the fucking mom.
no, she's real.
shout out to
one.
Debbie.
The mom
Debbie's
is the
real one.
goat through this show.
Yeah.
Debbie Grayson really brings her shit.
Like the fact that she stood up to 2 crazy men with superpowers. Like, I feel like Debbie is that old man in the Avengers. Like when Loki's like, Neil.
No,
And the man stands
not-
there, he's like, never, not to men like you. That's Debbie. But like whole energy, whole time. That's Debbie. Like you know she gonna get it on with the a dude though, like the costume dude. Did they already get it on in season?
No.
What the
No,
fuck?
that was like, bro, that
No.
was like if I died and you were comforting Sarah, you would not get it on with
Heck
the
no.
woman who just was like, bro, our Superman just turned into a murderer and then tried to kill our son.
He seemed a little
It's
bit
basically
scummy,
the
though. I ain't
same.
gonna lie.
It's basically the same argument that you just did with Amber. So
How?
it would have been the same. Her just immediately rushing in, starting making out with him and all that shit. If he were to try and get it on with Debbie right after all that shit happened,
I just said he was scummy.
Hey,
gave
he
off a
was
scummy
not
vibe.
scummy.
No,
He
he
gave off a
wasn't.
scummy vibe to me.
No,
kinda.
no, because if he was, he would have made more jokes. But either way, this man knows that the fucking Superman of this universe, who just murdered everyone that's ever been seen as having any real power, would come back and fuck his shit because he messed with his wife, his pet.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, no, like
he also
he's
already
not
he also
dumb.
already got those threats right after Debbie brought the costume by, and he figured out, oh yeah, Nolan was the guy who killed the Guardians. Oh, hi Nolan. Oh, six pack. Yeah, I'll talk to you on the roof. I know nothing. I know
Nah,
nothing.
man. He's not scummy. And in my mind, he's not
Nah.
scummy. He's just trying to keep his shit together and not be murdered like the rest of them superhero folk. Because he doesn't have any of that.
Yeah. On the same note, though, I want to say Debbie is a strong, independent woman, and if she want to get
Yes.
it on, she should be able
Hey.
to. Like,
Oh my goodness.
Omni-Man call her a pet. She should be able to do whatever the hell she want. Like,
She wanted a drink at that point in time and like camaraderie with someone else who's been going through this shit.
and honestly, she a dime, so she get whoever she wants. I feel like.
But at that moment, it was like not that. That was not what the solution was.
Like you said
But
before,
she certainly could have.
like what you said before, it was companionship, not skinship.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying like that. You know, could have been thing theories. Like theories aren't wrong.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
But anyways, yes. You know, in the questions that have not been confirmed or denied. Yes, I agree.
I have no words.
Theories
for
are
this man.
correct until they're proven wrong.
Yeah, which it hasn't been yet. But anyway,
Yeah,
like,
man, it's still season 2 and 3. I could be the fucking wrong one.
True. Like, I just feel like we gotta put the spotlight on a second for like, I feel like the unsung hero, who is the dude with glasses who I forgot who died.
Oh, the
Okay.
Yeah.
not the intern, but I don't remember his name. Dang.
Exactly. Like the
I
one who
have
just
no
shot
idea.
Omni-Man.
What?
The Coulson of the show.
I know who you're talking about. I totally forget his name. It's
Wait,
not Cecil.
Cecil's
is,
the dude with the teleporter and the fucked up face.
Yeah, his second in command.
Oh, Dylan.
Yeah,
The guy who
Dylan.
blew up the
Oh, okay, yeah.
house.
Yeah, Dylan is the unsung hero of
He really
the
is.
first season
He's
of
like-
Invincible.
He's like, screw you, Omni-Man.
This man got the shot off. He got railed. He did everything he was asked to do. And he said, I'm sorry, Cecil, in his last moments. Like, Dylan was a real one. Cecil, he was trying to be a real one. He's like, listen, man, I'm going to throw everything I got. Like, and he was playing chicken with that
Like
teleporter gun, bro.
$2 billion to fire off the supreme
Oh, yeah. Bring the hammer
satellite
down.
cannon.
Shoots
Yeah.
satellite laser.
I love when
Gets
Omni-Man
taken
was
down
like,
in 2
you
seconds."
wouldn't dare. that part, I laughed so much, and I was like, yes, stop it. But I was just
Like-
laughing because he's like, you wouldn't dare. Just
Like, nah. And, like, it was, like, seeing the humans, like, not being able to win, but the fight back on the human side, minus the Guardians of the Globe, too, because I don't know what they did besides clean up some bloodstains. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Like I was
Some-
like, okay,
some he
that's
said.
basically
My question
all y'all
is-
can do.
My question is, what could the humans actually do besides clean up them bloodstains?
True. I mean, like, the only people I see, like, again, which is why the Viltrumite threat is so looming, because the only people I see right now, with my knowledge of season 1, haven't read any of the comics, the only people I see who can be a threat to the Viltrumites are Alan, Mark, and Adam Eve. Like,
Bro, Alan is not in that.
Yeah, I don't
context,
think
'cause
Alan
he-
can fight. I mean, he's strong.
Alan,
but,
he's
like,
strong. He was giving Mark the work. Like, I feel
but
like,
So
Yeah, but
so-
Mark's also very inexperienced and
Mm-hmm.
doesn't really know what he's doing at all.
Because
And
literally,
these
Alan's
also-
like,
These
So-
Viltrumites not only know what all their powers are, they're trained in how to use them and are a basic, at least a basic, fully fledged military.
And
So-
also, like, at the ending of this season, he comes back and is like, oh shit, Viltrumites. Nah, man, the Galactic Consortium of not fucking with Viltrumites are not about this shit. Okay, if it's marked by Viltrumites, you're fucked and we're not about it because there's nothing we can do.
true.
pretty much. Yeah.
But the rest of your conversation there, your other two folk,
No, I'm just
Mark
saying, like,
and Adam Eve.
yeah, I'm just saying, like, people who could even put up a fight. And you maybe got, because, you know, the weird thing that's going on in Mars as well, that they've been taken over by the, like,
Yeah.
people. And then you got the time aliens are trying to come back, I think. And you got the
Yeah.
tiger. I forgot
I'm
about the cat dude,
surprised.
too.
Surprised they're still alive. No, like the whole setup for season 2 at the very end was like crazy. And yo, shout out to the favorite villain of the whole series, Doc Seismic. Coming
Yes,
back,
Doc
baby.
Seismic is a goat.
He's coming back. It's gonna be the most woke villain. He's gonna wake
I
everyone
was
up.
so happy that he was alive. I was like, yes. Yes. It felt good. It felt so good to see that. Like, and I needed his comedy for the heavy moments, which were, again, so, like, I don't know, like that whole last episode, I think I just stayed awake for like 4 hours because I was like, okay, it's 1 o'clock. I don't need to watch it. And I got in bed and laid down. And then I like just scrolling Twitter like I do before I fall asleep. And like they were going crazy. I'm like, okay, Twitter, I'll just watch it tonight. So I watch it and I'm like geeked after I finish it. I'm like, okay, maybe I'll go to bed. And I see Zog on Discord and I'm like, yo, you watch it? And he's like, hell yeah. And then we talked about it. I'm just like, because, like, it was so heavy, but it was like, okay, I don't mean to insult Western animation in the slightest because I love it. And Western animation has every bit of legitimacy as anime and everything else. But normally you don't see Western animation hit the way anime does. Like, in especially modern day. Like, in the past, yeah, 100%. But, like, modern day, you don't really see that. And for Invincible to hit on the note of like an anime, like a dark anime, I was like, yo, like, this is what we do. This is why we wake up in the morning with hopes of a better day. And Invincible was that better day. Definitely heavy moments that were balanced by the funny moments, which were, and then the whole Titan thing. Oh my gosh. Like the Titan switch up.
Oh yeah, that was like. Well, I was like, I don't know if I should be happy for him or be like, is he take it like he's gonna do the same stuff? Like I don't know.
This man was playing 4D chess the whole time.
He really was.
Like everybody out here think they're doing something, and Titan's like, yeah, I'm gonna get Invincible's help, play the victim, overthrow the other dude, and then be like, yo, I'm the true kingpin, and his henchman was working for me the whole time. That was, and then when he moved his daughter in at the end. I was like, okay.
No, that's what I mean. I'm like,
at least
do
we
I
know
cheer for this man or?
At least we know Titan's the kind of guy who, yeah, he might do some horrible shit, but he's gonna feel bad about it and at least try to help in some kind of way. You know, the guy who dangles somebody over a building until he sees a picture of a child and just goes, all right, fine, you got another 24 hours.
Yeah.
Or the one who set your house on fire and then pays you money for a hotel.
Yeah. You know, things like that, you know? Like, he is... I feel comfortable with him being the kingpin for a while. Because I want to see... I feel like he's going to help Invincible out at some point, you know? Like... And we got Tiger Man or Cat Man, whoever he is.
Battle
Like,
Beast.
I forget his name. Battle Beast.
Battle Beast.
Battle Beast.
Oh, Battle Beast. Yeah.
Battle Borgs.
Big bad Beetleborgs.
That's another podcast idea. We got to do that one day.
Write it down in the ideas and memo chat,
Hey,
please.
I'm already.
But, yeah. So anyway, and the last thing I wanted, well, not the last thing, but something I wanted to talk about was like the gang coming together, like finally. So do you think we're going to see a cohesive effort? Not cohesive effort. I'm sorry. Cohesive
Probably,
effort
yes.
Yeah, you know, I see the Viltrumites arriving and everyone just collectively going, fuck.
Yeah. Like, I mean, there's nothing you can really do against that, I feel like. But do you think that we're going to see Mark and his group kind of work together to be like I can't really think of a group. For some reason, my mind wants to say Codename Kids Next Door, but that's not at all
It
accurate.
reminds me
You
of
mean like
Team
the
Avatar
new
a little bit.
Guardians of the Globe?
No, the Guardians of the Globe are useless at this point. They were useless from the beginning. I mean, like a team who I actually think can do something, like being Invincible and Adam Eve, and their like support people being
Invincible and his kind of friends.
Yeah, I'd say they're
It's
friends. Like
Maybe helpful friends.
yeah. Like I feel like what's his name? I can't think of Mark's friend's name, and I feel so bad.
Jesus Christ. Which one?
His male friend.
Yeah.
That is.
Like Mark is in the
His
Secret
human- his-
Identity high school kind of thing?
His high school.
Mark.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Mark's best friend. Like best human
Michael.
friend.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
I was like, I can't think of another friend that he has, but yeah, I feel like Michael is gonna play some big part in the next season because he knows the secret and Granted, Amber does too, but it's Amber. So, but I feel like Michael might be kind of like a Gear support character, like before he became full on Gear, but like gas station Gear before Backpack. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
I mean, I could
Yeah.
probably see that happening, but like I said, we got no clue yet. I mean, I
Yeah.
know y'all have looked at the comics, but I definitely haven't.
The only thing I saw was that one thing with the thing. Bang. But I don't know. Do y'all have any predictions for the upcoming like season 2 and 3? Besides, I mean, we know war is coming. That's like whether Omni-Man reports back to Viltrumite or they're like, "Yo, Earth hasn't been conquered yet. What's going on with that?" And they send someone else there, like
Well,
another
we're
scout or
getting-
something.
3 seasons, so I don't
Yeah.
really know what.
Well, at least 3 seasons. We could get more.
Yeah, I don't know what you would do beyond that, but I mean, I guess like the last couple episodes, the Viltrumite's going to come back, and everything between's like Mark getting better or being prepped or whatever, like But I think as long as they keep the comedy and the characters and everything, I think it'll be good.
I don't
Yeah.
think Nolan actually went back to Viltrum. I think he went to a completely different planet to cool his head off.
Yeah. So you think they'll send another scout or something, or like?
Well, they probably wouldn't know that.
True.
Viltrumite's probably like,
I think-
yeah, Nolan's still on the planet, probably.
I think they're going to start going through anything Nolan might have left behind and see if they can find a communication device or something. Something to say, like, he's been reporting in for every so often. And since he missed a few check-ins, then they're going to send the scout.
Yeah.
But outside of that, I really don't know what's really going to happen. I'm just interested in actually watching it and seeing what happens, because I know they have changed some things from the comics, which I'm completely okay with. The show itself is interesting in its own way, not just as an adaptation. So I'm happy to see whatever they want to bring to the table.
No, I feel that. I really just hope, I hope that Amber does not stay in the picture too long. Or if she does, I hope she transitions away from, even if she stays with Mark, I hope she just ends up being less toxic. I hope they both grow together for the sake of each other. I hope
Bro.
Debbie's okay. I'm more so concerned about Debbie
For
than
real.
anybody else. I could care less, but as long as Debbie's okay. Because she deserves it.
I can get behind that, man. Like, Debbie did nothing wrong except be a loving mother and wife.
I'm just...
And
No, you go ahead.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm just so mad that Cecil did not turn off the comms for that. I'm like, bruh, you
but
didn't.
no, she needed to know.
No,
She needed to know. It's unfair.
She not only
to,
needed to know, she deserved to know.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's unfair to hide things from her at this point.
yeah,
When everything she has other than herself is on the line.
yeah.
I wonder
no
what
matter
she's
how. Go ahead.
I wonder what she's gonna do in season 2. I'm sure
That's a
she'll
real question.
Be a
where
mother,
they're gonna
you know?
live. Well, yeah, be a mother, but where's she gonna live? What's she gonna do?
I don't think you can
Well,
hide from.
I'm pretty
Omni-Man.
sure they own the house, so I don't see them moving.
They're gonna patch the roof, and there's gonna be a story saying that Omni-Man's, I don't know, dead or some shit.
Well, in the
Yeah,
final
but-
episode, when they actually went back to the house and decompressed, Cecil was like, "We patched everything up. It's all as good as new." And the official record says Nolan Grayson died in a gas leak explosion from
And of course,
from
Nolan
across the
Grayson-
street.
Nolan Grayson is not.
Oh yeah,
Omni-Man,
not Omni-Man.
clearly.
Everybody knows Omni-Man is a hoe biscuit, but
Which
Nolan
I'm
Grayson's
just
dead.
still trying to figure out. This man didn't even wear glasses. He didn't even have the Clark Clint motif. He was just
Well, yeah,
how did you not know?
he was an asshole in and out of costume.
Yeah, he was a famous author and also the strongest superhero. That still amazes me. I'm just how did they not know?
Well, he could have been one of those recluse authors. He just doesn't have his face on the book at all. it's just a blank picture.
Or being a superhero, he's never home.
Could be.
Yeah. So,
Then again,
I'm just really going to be. It's gonna be interesting to see how there is a fight against, like, Viltrum. They just seem so stacked. Like a planet full of Supermans just seems so broken. I can't fathom how you beat that, honestly, without some type of
weakness or something like that.
yeah,
that'll
like
give you the
I
edge.
hope it's
and-
not the power of friendship, because I'm gonna be kind of mad.
Yeah, man. It's
Like-
the power of courage. Courage punch go.
We Viltrumites get stronger with friendship, but we never figured that one out. So now you're a super Viltrumite.
you know, the answer's simple. You just have to hit them really, really hard.
Like maybe I don't know, maybe Battle Beasts' planets are full of like straight thugs or some ish, and like we get like a Battle Beast planet versus like Viltrum. That'd be super wild.
They just
But
get
that's like
they
season
go
4
up to
and 5, though.
they go up to Robot Head. It's just like, hey, we need the number for Battle Beast. Okay, sure. Here you go. I want 2 years off my sentence. Fuck you. Hey, Lion-O, we need some help.
Oh god.
Thundercats. Oh,
I need
Power
you to
of
do.
Grayskull.
I need you to do
okay.
Machine Head again, but this time add some auto tune sound effects to your
filters or
voice.
something. I ain't got that on hand. Sorry.
That was so funny. I'm like, yo, this dude talks funny.
Yeah, he's funny dude. I like him. I like him a lot. But
Mr. Dubstep
Yeah.
voice.
booster dubstep voice. Y'all got anything else for this one?
I don't know. That's really all I got for Invincible, or I could think of anyways.
I patiently await for season 2's trauma.
Yes.
Yes.
Can't wait. Can't wait for the trauma.
Can't stop, won't stop. Let it drop.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, alrighty, that's going to be it here for today's Content Breaker podcast. Thank you so much for listening. Yo, we got the social medias and stuff, don't we? We've been uploading to our YouTube channel. Go look at Content Breaker on the YouTube. It's great. If you want to catch up, you can do that there. And then,
or
yep.
on all of the podcatchers, we're talking Spotify, iTunes, Amazon podcast at Content Breaker.
It's crazy. And then,
Yeah, man, we've been doing this so long. It's wild. I'm proud of you boys.
how long have we been doing
We're
it for?
proud of you.
Too long?
Over
A
a
little over
year.
a year. But like that's
Yeah, we've dumped feeds, but
Yeah.
yeah, we've been doing this over a year.
probably
and
like
it's
I'd say
So
probably
there's
like,
there's at least
62.
62 weeks.
yeah,
oh wow.
But
But yeah, Static, you got social medias and stuff? We can find
yeah, you
at?
can find me at Static Dreads with a Z because I'm cool and because I live on the edge.
And then you can find me
Yeah,
at
who's that?
Strangely Entertaining on the YouTubes and the Twitterverse as well. Zog, what are we talking about next week? What's happening?
We're doing another revisit because
Oh.
there was another season of Castlevania that came out.
Oh yeah.
man, and boy howdy, y'all finally got me to watch this because I'm a lazy fuck, and it was 100% worth it. I'm glad they finished this show.
Yeah, I'm ready to talk about some Castlevania season 4, baby.
Gonna be great. But till next week. See you later.
Sayonara.
Bye.